halos na lang, and definitely of course, halos siguro buong sakit kung ano-ano lang na lang dyan, not just cancer. So it's really good na these products are really, really helping us, not just with cancer again, but with a lot of things, no? And this time we will have our question and answer. But before that, if you guys have been so encouraged and really, really grateful for this symposium, because I am very grateful. Ang dami ko natutunan ngayon. So if you are, you know, doing the same thing, if you are encouraged and all that, I'd like you to type number 5 on the chat panel. And of course, if you have questions as well, you can write them down there. Okay, so again, thank you so much po, Dr. Carlos. Ang dami po natin natutunan ngayon. And so this time, we'll proceed now to our question and answer portion. Next slide, please. Ayan. So, first question po is cancer hereditary or can we acquire it depending on our lifestyle or environment? Yan po ating first question, Doc.
Yes, partly. Meron tayong tinatawag na cancer marker. So yun yung nag-gigger towards hereditary because of the genes that were parang inherited. Then, like for example, even the let's say yung Down syndrome doon sa trisomy 21 doon sa kanyang genes, they are prone to develop also some forms of cancer. So yun ang nagpapatunay na merong hereditary component. But ang pinakamalaki pa rin is the effect of the environment or the lifestyle. Like for example, yung lolo noon nagtatabako siya. Pag nagtabako ka, you have nicotine and tar. So those are two free radicals that enters your body. So you need only 2 molecules of glutathione to neutralize the 2 free radical. But when you go now to smoking, 1 cigarette stick has 200 carcinogen and around 5,000 free radical. So if you smoke 20 sticks times 5,000, that is 100,000 free radicals. So you are using up 100,000 of your glutathione. So kaya si lolo natin noon, 80, 100 na siya, buhay pa siya. Pero tayo na nagsigarilyo ng 10, 20 years lang, meron ka ng either COPD or lung cancer. So it's both hereditary and because of the lifestyle.
All right. Thank you very much, Doc. That's very, very informative po. Okay, next question is, sa slide po natin, what are the stages of cancer and what do they mean?
Again po. Nasabi ko na earlier, yung stage 1, 2, 3, 4, ganun. Kaya kung minsan may 5, ganun, dahil may 0 naman kasi. So kung may 0, di isa na yun, plus 4, di 5, parang ganun. But anyway, ang ibig lang naman sabihin niyan is to make it simpler to understand is pag 0 or 1A, mga ganun, yung cell na pinag-uusapan natin, parang nandun lang siya. Pero pag 1B or 2 na kasi, yung hindi na yung cell ng liver, nandun na sa buong liver na yan. Ngayon, pag nasama na rin yung gallbladder hanggang doon na sa kidney mo ng same side, ayan na yung 3. At pumunta na sa kabila or tumaas na sa lungs or sa brain, that is the 4. So, ganun. Maraming klase ng staging ng cancer depende sa agency. Depende, halimbawa sa US, iba yung staging nila. Although very similar yan, medyo may pagkakaiba lang. Then depende rin kung ito ba ay yung nabanggit natin kanina na meron bang bukol, pag may tumor. At yan naman is yung, let's say, yung leukemia. Like you have the ALL, acute lymphocytic, then AML, acute myelocytic, yung mga ganon. So, ganun yung staging. But yung naririnig nyo palagi is yung 1, 2, 3, 4. And meaning, 0 and 1A, yun yung medyo masasabi nating good for treatment. Kaya very important yung early detection and treatment. Because if you go beyond those stages, seldom that we can cure them.
All right. Thank you very much, Doc. Again, emphasize ko lang po, sabi ni Doc, 0 to 1A. That has to be talagang maano mo na siya kaagad. Parang ipa-consult mo na siya kaagad, no? So that's very good thing to know. Bago din yan sa akin. Okay, next question po is, anong type of cancer most common sa mga Filipinos and why? Again po, Doc, anong type of cancer most common sa mga Filipinos and why?
Bali ngayon, naglalaban ng pan. Ito, I'm so sorry dahil pati mga babae ngayon nadadamay na sa lung cancer. Dati mga lalaki lang, but because remember, in smoking, you have 3 types of smoking. You have the active smoker, you have the passive smoking. Yung passive smoking, kanyan meron yung second-hand smoke, and we even have the third-hand smoke. So, who does the smoking? It's the male usually. Kung puffer yan, pinapuff niya lang, wala. Lumalabas lang. Walang pumasok doon sa loob niya. Samantalang si wife, ini-inhale niya. Inhale, exhale. So, solong-solo niya. That is the second-hand smoke. Then ngayon, dumikit-dikit pa. Halimbawa, nag-bar si Mr. Poros smoker at saka drinker yung pinuntahan na bar. Yung pumapit naman sa tamit, sino maglalaba? Si Mrs. na naman. So, the breast cancer and the lung cancer are the most common. Yung parang natakpan na nga yung cervical cancer sa mga female, lumipat na sa breast, and lung cancer sa male than breast. So, these are the more common type. Then, of course, it has something to do with yung lifestyle. So, when you talk of smoking, that is the lung cancer. When you talk of drinking, that is the liver cancer. But it doesn't mean na pag smoking is only the lungs, including the mouth, oral cancers, and even gastrointestinal cancers. So affected yan. So kaya sa lifestyle, pa lang sa smoking, drinking, ang dami ng sakit na lumabas. Pagdating naman doon sa food na laden with fertilizer and insecticide, or yung companies na gumagamit ng cyanide and mercury doon sa mining. So pati yung isda na kinakain, merong mercury, merong heavy metals, but thanks God, that is one of the function of glutathione. It chelates heavy metal. And trino-throw out mo yan kaya nako, itong product natin, huwag nyo pong ismulin. Yung sabi ko nga, I can sacrifice my license dito as a doctor. Itong product na ito. Okay.
Wow, thank you very much, Doc. So again, no, we are being reminded with the lifestyle, especially on drinking and smoking. So grabe talaga. Next question po is, can stress cause cancer?
Uy, parang katumbas niyan ngayon yung UV light coming from the sun, because our ozone layer is already very thin, butas-butas na. So UV light goes directly through us and forms hydroxyls in our cells. And that is one of the worst free radical being produced sa cell natin that can cause even, if not atherosclerosis, cancer. So stress definitely. And you can see yung both cancer patient na yung isa is talagang pinoproblema niya yung cancer niya. Yung isa naman, pinasa Diyos niya yung kanyang cancer. Makikita mo. Siyempre, lahat naman tayo. There's no medicine. Of course, we can take a antidepressant, we can take anything, maraming anti yan, just to remove all of those. But the best stress remover, of course, is our religion. Yung totoo, yung makajos talaga na makatotohanan, that is the only one that can remove stress. And makikita mo dyan, sa dalawang pasyente na yan, yung kung gamot lang ang pantanggal niya ng stress, he or she will not live that long compared doon sa more nasa Diyos yung kanyang pagtanggal ng kanyang stress. And definitely, stress can cause cancer, because you can see even siguro tignan niyo ako mabuti, because I have 2 years and 4 months to go. Then I will be with you every day after 2 years and 4 months to be talking with you like this, because and by that time I will be I might be younger even after 2 years, because wala na yung stress dito. Handling 12 hospitals and 31 rural health units is not a joke here in Cagayan. Okay, thank you.
Wow, Doc, grabe, ha, 12 hospital and 31 rural areas. Hats off talaga sa inyo, Doc. Grabe talaga yan. Okay, next question po is, what are best what are the best practices to reduce the risk of getting cancer? Yan
Yung
po.
healthy lifestyle. Healthy
Mm.
lifestyle like avoid really smoking, avoid drinking, except yung a little bit of red wine, nako, makakatulong pa yun dahil may resveratrol yun. Then,
Mm.
6 to 8 hours of sleep, that is very important. That should be inclusive of 10 o'clock in the evening to 2 o'clock in the morning, because that is the time where our body repairs what was lost during the day. So that's very important. It's a 6 to 8 hours of sleep, inclusive of 10 o'clock in the evening to 2 o'clock in the morning. Siyempre, exercise at least 30 minutes most days of the week, meaning most days is 4 kasi 7 days yan. So 4, at least 4 times a week at 30 minutes. Okay na yun. Brisk walking would be enough. 10,000 steps, pag magawa mo yun per day of that 30 minutes kung kaya, that would be the best. Then of course, a balanced diet. Yung sa nutrition, may tinatawag tayong pinggang Pinoy. The pinggang Pinoy should be, hindi pwede yung mga keto-ketogenic na yan. You have to take all the 3 food groups. Damihan mo, napakarami yung fruits and vegetable. Medyo konti yung protein, pero mas konti rin yung carbohydrates. At kung meron kang other way of going sa carbohydrate, kung patatas or kamote, that's even better than the rice. So corn is even better. So kung ganon, then that would be a better diet. So yun yung those then drink plenty of water, at least 2 liters per day. Anyway, itong product po natin, hindi kayo makakalusot dito. Pag kulang ang tubig ng katawan mo, pag inom mo nito, parang nasusunog yung lalamunan mo sa kasikmura mo, at ang remedyo lang yun, uminom ka ng tubig. Wala kang lusot. Okay po.
All right, thank you very much, Doc. I hope you guys are listening to those very important health tips ni Doc. Libre pa naman. Okay, next question. Next slide, please. Pag po ba nagka-cancer ako sa lungs, will it spare me from having other types of cancer?
No. Nag-smoke ka, pagkatapos nag-drink ka ba, hindi nagsabay silang cancer at saka si liver cancer, you call it hepatoma, baka meron ka pang oral cancer, meron ka pang gastric cancer. So it will not spare you. Akala ko kung may lungs ba, may cancer ako ng lungs at nagte-take ako ng Max International, product will it spare me from other cancer? Yes.
Good
Okay,
one, Doc.
thank you.
Okay, next question. When can you say that a person is cancer-free already? I heard some stories that their cancer came back after 10 years. Is that possible?
Yes, of course. Meron tayong tinatawag na 5-year survival, meron tayong tinatawag na 7-year survival, there is such thing as 10-year survival. Of course, like an ordinary disease, pneumonia for example, pag nagka-pneumonia ka, naggamot ka, then okay ka na. Pero I'm talking here of infectious disease. Pero pag may pneumonia na nakadikit ka ulit, pwede kang mahawa, parang TB. Pag naggamot ka ng TB, 6 to 8 months, or kung minalas-malas ka dahil multi-drug resistant, 18 months, biglang meron ka na namang katabi na meron TB. So magkaka-TB ka ulit. So it's the same. Na what was the reason why you had cancer? Because you drank so much, you smoke so much. Pagkatapos, gumaling ka na nga, binalikan mo. Instead of doing the healthy lifestyle, you do again the unhealthy lifestyle. So, it can come back. Pero the question is, yes, basta after yung treatment mo, after okay ka na ng 5 to 7 years survival, considered cured ka na doon, minomonitor yung cancer marker mo through your blood, then if you veer away from the possible reasons why you have cancer, then definitely hindi na babalik. Pero pag bumalik ka ulit doon, magkaka-cancer ka naturalmente.
Very good advice po, Doc. Okay, next question is, are there any side effects or short-term and long-term to people who undergo chemo and radiation?
Yes, I will just give you the example of my first child, who is now a nurse at East Avenue Medical Center. She had leukemia when she was 2 years and 8 months. Yung ginamit po namin sa kanya na chemotherapy is stated that after 20 years or more, magkakaroon ng cancer. True enough, nagkaroon siya ng cancer of the ovary. At ito yung time na merong bukol yung wife ko sa dibdib. Then merong bukol din yung anak ko sa ovary. Then somebody went inside my room looking like a doctor lecturing about Max International Product. So I lectured him about Max International Product, but I was also already jotting down while he was explaining, wow, sabi ko, ito na yung hinahanap ko. Because I was a member also of some other multi-level marketing herbal products. But when I heard about this guy, I immediately took a copy of his lecture. I studied very well. I bought Premier. Pinaghalo-halo ko during that time. Yung two products, Longevity and Max GXL. Premier yung binili ko. Then binigay ko doon sa my wife and my kid. And that made them well.
Wow. Wow. Galing naman. All right. Next question po is, sa lahat po ng klase ng cancer, ano po ang pinaka-deadly and the chance of survival?
Well, pag nandyan ka sa area ng yung pancreas, yan ang pinaka-deadly. And I know some of people here in our province, from Tugigaraw especially, we had one case here, pancreatic CA, pancreatic cancer. You have 3 months to live. Six at most. But he outlived it to 3 years. Pero balikan natin yung nandun sa taas kanina, kung babalik pa yung cancer. In fact, he was okay already, but we didn't know that he was taking ng kung ano yung naging cause ng problema niya, because pancreatic cancer is caused also by alcoholism. Akala mo kung Sprite yung iniinom, binalikan yung dati. But mind you, nag 3 years pa before he left us. When in fact, he should have died more than 3 years earlier. 3 to 6 months lang, that is the worst. Basta ang susunod na dyan dito sa may basta banda ng liver, gallbladder, yung mga bile duct, ganyan, dyan sa area na yan, yun ang mga grabe. Those are very deadly. And leukemias, for that matter, if not treated within 6 months, you go.
Okay. Thank you po, Doc, for that information. Okay, next question po. Is there a way or early detection if a person has cancer?
Yes, kagaya ng nasabi ko kanina, yung yearly check-up kasi tayo nga kahit yata sa dental visit, hindi natin nagagawa. Then, yung visit natin sa doktor, hindi rin natin nagagawa. Kung minsan sabihin natin, mahal kasi. Meron naman tayong rural health unit, yung mga municipal health officers. Yan yung mga kami na yung mga general practitioner. So, basic yung tinitignan namin sa mga pasyente and kami na magre-refer sa mga specialist. So ganun yun. So ako naman dahil sa public health ako, it's community diagnosis. Ikaw ay patient diagnosis ka. Ako naman community diagnosis. Napakalagay sa community. But anyway, since we are all general practitioners, so we know that. So bali ganun po sana. So, kailangan yung early na visit mo, yearly visit, early visit, at pag available yung blood, let's say, mga blood test or yung even halimbawa yung mammography, ganyan. So, if you do it early, like for example, yung cervical cancer, na dati is ngayon kahit acetic acid test lang naman yan. Midwife lang yan, makikita na niya. So this is very important. Yung sariling salat sa suso. Pag naliligo ka every day, you have to slide in a circular manner from the nipple mo, then palakihin mo ng palakihin hanggang makuha mo yung buong suso. So both sides. Then you look at the mirror, kung may mga something abnormal, ano yung dimpling, mga ganon, or mga discharges. So, yun, by doing that, maagapan mo. So, nasa stage 0 or 1A pa lang siya. So, that's curable. Okay.
All right. Yes, thank you so much, Doc. Ito po, marami pa pong questions. The next one is, Doc, may mga na-encounter ako, sinasabi mahirap daw sumobra ng glutathione sa katawan. May chance po ba na sumusobra sa katagalan daw mag-take ng glutathione accelerator?
Yung sinabi ko kanina na NRF2, try to read on that dahil yun ang that regulates the production of glutathione. Yung NRF2, and kagaya nga sabi ko, luckily, all the majority of the products sa CellGVT at some of the component of MaxGXL parang induces the cell of the body to produce yung NRF2 na sinasabi ko, and that will control yung glutathione. Now, to answer it differently, parang parang sa dosage kasi yan eh. So, yung sources ng free radical, as I mentioned earlier, yung coming from stress, then yung lifestyle related, yung tulog, exercise, pagkain, smoking, drinking, taking of drugs erratically, nandyan ka sa araw with the UV lights, sa pollution ka, nandyan ka sa mines ng may mercury and lead and some other poisons for that matter, or toxins. Look at all of this. Kung nandun ka lahat sa sinabi ko, ay isang bote, isang araw ang inumin mo. Pero pag wala naman lahat yung sinabi ko, doon ka na lang sa minimum, because even sa MaxGXL, which says na 3 capsule 2 times a day, so that is 6 capsule. But it says there 292% increase. So 6 capsule yun. Kung 300% increase, 100% lang naman kailangan mo. Depende 1/3. Pero I will not tell you na ganun kababa naman ang take mo. I would not believe na wala sa iyo yung mga sources ng stress and all the lifestyle related. So baka naman sa iniisip mo na sobra-sobra yung glutathione, kulang pa pala. So okay, I will answer it that way.
That's right po. Thank you, Doc. Ito po, what is the difference of NAC in Max and NAC in Flomosil? Is there a maximum daily dose recommendation for NAC?
Merong difference yan kasi yung sinabi natin na kanina, kasi N-acetylcysteine yun nung yung Fluimosil yan yung ginagamit natin sa listen to this, there are 60,000 or more acetaminophen poisoning in the US. So tignan mo, no, nakaka-poison yun, and ginagamit yung Fluimosil. So I would believe that that can be the source of the cysteine in producing glutathione to help the cell because of the acetaminophen poisoning. In the same manner, we use that also for respiratory distress syndrome in neonate children, and we use that also as a ano ba tawag mo dito, yung pampakuan ng plema, pampalabas ng plema or pampalambot ganon. So I would believe that it would be the same, but the only difference is if you look at the Fluimosil, that is a 600 milligram once a day. Pero ako, dahil sanay ako ng I am taking Fluimosil. In fact, pag yung medyo yung mucus ko, medyo marami, I'm taking it even 3 times, kahit sinasabi lang dyan lang sa libro as per research. But you know, as maybe of my past lectures, you have heard about yung sinasabi ko na our liver, aside from taking the product na brand new yung mga livers natin, lahat na nagte-take nitong product na ito, we are fast acetylators. Yung metabolism natin compared sa mga white, mga Caucasian is different. Mas malakas yung liver natin. So that's why sometimes when we go and overdose, mag-yellow lang yung mata mo, ihihi ka ng yellow din yung mata mo dahil nagre-react yung liver. Pero hanggang doon lang, but don't do that to a white, to a Caucasian kasi slow acetylators yung mga yan, mamamatay yan sa harapan mo pag binigyan mo ng high dose out of the range.
Okay, Doc. Thank you po. Third, I know, not the, it's just number 3 here, but anyways, it's why do oncologists say not to take any supplements during their chemotherapy session?
Well, yan kasi ang pinag-aralan namin. Yun nga ang sabi ko eh. It would be the discretion because, of course, we have hospital rules and regulation. We have doctors' rules and regulation also. We have the ethics, professional ethics. But may patient right din. What happens is we always follow protocols. Protocol in treatment, protocol inside the hospital. So we cannot go away from that. So kung talagang ayaw ng doktor mo, wala kang magagawa dahil in the first place, hindi naman namin pinag-aralan yan deeply. It was part of our public health, alternative medicine, and some other subjects siguro, pero that's only 1/1000 or even more of what we studied for almost 5 years. So that's why medyo yung iba, definitely, they will not allow it. Pero yung nasabi ko kanina, if I did not give in between yung product natin, that person would have died already. So mabuti, nakita ko, because I have 2 staff here, 1 administrative officer and 1 dentist. Fourth chemo yung aking dentist, first pa rin, fourth as cycle, first yung administrative officer ko. So wala, they went already. They left us already. So samantalang yung mga, yung nasabi ko kanina, from our big hospital here, fifth year na siya ngayon. Then yung isang case ko dyan na aside yung namatay after 3 years from pancreatic CA, meron naman akong colon cancer wherein nag-chemo, 3 sila. First year yung isa namatay na, second year yung isa. 6 year na itong patient ko, he never underwent chemo. Yung product lang natin na ginamit, yung MaxDXL lang. So, panito, it's a little bit parang itong vaccine natin ngayon sa COVID. Wherein even sometimes when I lecture pag itong face-to-face, where is your clinical trial, doctor? Ganun. Well, we have 3 clinical trial, in fact, with our product. The first clinical trial is the increase of glutathione in the T lymphocyte. That is proven already by theory. And you can see by experience na yung dating matanda biglang bumata eh. Kayong nagte-take ngayon, pag makita nyo yung mga classmate nyo ng elementary high school, ano bang pinagkagawa mo sa buhay mo? Ito lang, max lang yan. Yun lang sinasagot natin. So, yun yung talagang nagagawa nitong product na yung pancreatic CA na sinasabi ko kanina. My colleagues here even go to the extent of telling na misdiagnose siguro. Misdiagnose ng PGH, ng NKTI at saka yung big hospital dito. I don't think so. So what I'm trying to point out is, in a clinical trial, tayo, yung wound healing natin, wound healing, masugatan ka ngayon, bukas magaling na yung sugat mo after 2 days. Yung mga hindi pa nag-take na nakikinig ngayon, pag may sugat kayo, humingi kayo ng a little bit of the powder of this product. Ilagay nyo doon sa sugat. Tomorrow or 2 days later, magaling na yan. Even yung mga natilamsikan ng mantika. So that is the clinical trial and wound healing. And the third clinical trial is yung lowering of the LDL and VLDL. Remember, please, I'm sorry. Anyway, my colleagues knows this. Medyo iwas-iwasan nyo ng konti yung simvastatin. Dahil if you take that for a straight 1 month, ipatingin nyo yung mga pan ninyo, liver enzymes ninyo, ang tataas na niyan. So, go on rosuvastatin or pravastatin or whatsoever. Huwag lang yung simba. Dahil, anyway, our product lowers LDL and VLDL. And if you will go on the technicalities of this, for as long as you will not oxidize the bad cholesterol, it will not deposit in the rent of your endothelium of your coronaries or any vessel for that matter. So you don't have atherosclerosis and you don't have atheroma. So kaya nga, yung mga nakikinig ngayon, Mr. De La Cruz nung araw, then dahil sa diabetes and hypertension, nakabaw. After taking itong product natin, magiging Mr. Tayo ulit. That proves yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Totoo yan, Doc.
Marami sa lalaki na nakikinig, totoo yan.
Mr. Nakabaw, ngayon nakatayo na, o diba? So if you still are there and you still are excited to hear, kasi marami pa po tayong mga questions, at baka po they are also your questions, I want you to type number 6 on the chat panel. Okay, sunod po na question, Doc. Totoo po ba, Doc, na pag ang katawan ay nasa stage ng inflammation ay kahit magtitake ng Max products ay di po mag-i-effect?
Kindly repeat it, ma'am.
Ito, Doc. Totoo daw po ba na pag ang katawan daw po ay nasa stage na ng inflammation at kahit nagtitake po ng Max products, hindi na daw po ito mag-i-effect?
No. That's wrong. Yan nga yung function niya eh. Ang sinasabi siguro, but if it's too late. Pag talagang pan na, pag talagang, kasi hindi naman natin pan na eh. Hindi mo na kayang ipainom siguro sa pasyente. Usually, yung nangyayari yan, yung either talagang dying yan. Kasi yun na yung unang slide natin, yung the purpose of the glutathione is pag sa state of oxidative stress ka na because of the free radicals being produced. So, yun na ang function niya to prevent dapat yung inflammation. So, siguro yung nagque-question is medyo late. Late yung pag-take ng product. Definitely, it will still help. Kaya lang, yung dosage mo, sobra-sobra na. Parang short of saying, parang sa halip na personal pack, isang premier yung ibibigay mo. Paano mo ibibigay yun? Itubo mo.
Yeah.
Kailangan yung high dose na talaga yun.
Okay po, Doc. Ito po, Doc, mapapaliit po ba ng high dose ng Max GXL at Max 1 ang bukol sa lungs? Samahan din po ng healthy food or kailangan po talaga ng harmful treatment?
Kagaya na nasabi ko, especially to my colleagues, we can use this product as an adjuvant. So, i-weigh mo yan. Like for example, bigyan ko kayo ng typical example. When you talk of angioplasty, that is causing that will cost you 200,000 up. Merong ateroma yun, merong bara. Na pag pumutok yun, nagkaroon ng blood clot, that is the heart attack. Now, ang dami ko ng pasyente na merong ateroma, then after taking the product, nawawala. Parang yung hypertension. Pag meron kang atherosclerosis, ibig sabihin pag may mga sugat-sugat na kasi sa loob ng blood vessel, magde-deposit yung oxidized na bad cholesterol, then titigas yung blood vessel. Kung tumigas yung blood vessel, kaya nakabaw na yung dapat tumayo. Ganon din yung high blood, yung pressure tumataas. Pero nagtataka ka, while using still yung mga anti-hypertensive or whatever medicine you are taking, then isabay mo itong Max product, mamaya, yung nakayuko, biglang tumayo. Yung ang taas-taas na blood pressure, biglang bumababa. Then later on, magbabawas ka na doon sa mga synthetic drugs. Then eventually, pagtingin mo, wala ka na palang synthetic drugs. Itong product na lang tinitake mo dahil bumalik ka na sa estado ng mga ninuno natin at hindi na itong panahon natin.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, Doc. Thank you so much. I'm just so na-overwhelm ako sa mga answers.
In lahat ng area ng buong Pilipinas to do this personally, wala ng COVID.
Yes, Doc. Ito pa po. Do I need a surgery for my renal mass near my right kidney which is now growing bigger? I was diagnosed of renal mass malignancy.
Okay, so talagang malignant na yon dahil malignancy na yung term niya. Well, ganito ang gawin po natin. I-compare ko sa kwan. Kasi i-compare ko para matulungan din natin kung minsan yung ibang problema. Parang let's say myoma. Meron kang myoma, pero hindi ka pa naman nag-menopause. So, pag hindi ka pa nag-menopause at may myoma ka, huwag mo ipatanggal. Dahil baka pag menopause mo na, mag-shrink na yan or the same size. Pero, pag lalaki siya, that's the time na ipatanggal mo. Now, ano ngayon ang relasyon ng question dito sa dinidiscuss ko? Kung yung mass mo na yan na lumalaki, wala namang iniipit. Ganon din sa myoma, hindi naman iniipit yung pag-ihi, hindi naman iniipit yung pagtae. Pabayaan mo lang yung myoma na yan. Pero kahit naman hindi ka pa nag-menopause, pag iniipit na niya lahat ng daluyan, tae or ihi, kailangan ipatanggal mo. It's the same thing with that mass. Kung medyo nakakaipit na siya, ipatanggal mo na. Kasi ang tignan natin yan, okay, it's a malignancy, it's a cancer. But the point is it still functioning? So ipatingin mo yung creatinine mo pag nagfa-function pa. Pag nagfa-function pa, sabayan mo na lang itong products natin na we hope na mawawala yung bukol na yan, gagaling at ma-maintain pa natin yung function niya.
Thanks a lot, Doc. That speaks to me as well, especially for the myoma. Ayan. Next po is, Doc, what is the best examination for breast? Mammogram or ultrasound?
Both. Complementary, mas maganda. All modalities should be used. Pero ang problema kasi pag gamitin mo yung modalities, masyadong expensive na. So, i-one time mo na lang. Mag-MRI ka na para kaysa yung... kasi ang style natin is step by step. Even with treating diseases, sometimes mauna ito. But there are instances na kailangan ganon. Mauna ito, then combination later before na ibigay mo lahat kung hindi pa rin mag-react. So, in answering that better, kasi yan parang may step by step yan, pero pwede nang maganda naman yung mammography na ngayon. Alam mo kasi, kaya tinanong yan dahil mammography kasi nung araw masakit, iniipit. Samantala ultrasound, pinapadaanan lang yan, nakikita naman. Kung gusto mo yung pinakakan, di MRI na lang.
Okay po, Doc. Next po is, Doc, ano po ba talagang ibig sabihin ng vasculitis? B-A-S-C-U-L-I-T-I-S.
Vasculitis is just an inflammation of the blood vessel. So yung pag-inflame ba ng blood vessel mo is due to injury? Is it due to a poison? Is it due to the free radical na sinasabi ko? Is it due to an infection? So yun. So vasculitis, ibig sabihin pag nakita mo yan, usually nasa labas yan, masakit sa area, then mainit, then pulang-pula. Parang gano'n. Yun ang pag nasa bandang labas siya, pero pag bandang loob, siyempre, di ba makita, ma-feel na yon. So, yun sa labas yun. Yung, basta just an inflammation of so many reasons why naging inflamed yung maliliit na blood vessel yan.
Okay po, Doc. Last question po. My wife is going through chemo treatments now. Is it good to give her Maxwell and Seljavity between treatments? Her blood has not been good lately. Low platelets din. Yeah.
Talagang yan ang pan natin Doon sa platelet na nga lang, itong mga pediatrician natin, if there are already, kung meron nakikinig ngayon, ang experience dito sa CAR and Region 2, na yung medyo nakakahalubilo ko sila. In fact, mayroon kaming katulong sa bahay na dengue. After giving ng product, tumaas ka agad ang kanyang platelet. So, dito yan, cause of di ba? Anemia yan. You can do that. Talagang pwede. Pwedeng isabay yan in between, kung yun ang gusto ng oncologist. Kaya ako, before, in between, and after, pero kung yung oncologist is, kasi may clue ka naman dyan sa oncologist, pag sinabi niya, sige, sabay mo lang yan, dadagdagan pa ng ipakain mo na lang lahat yung pwedeng kainin. Stage 3, 4 na yun, so kaya ganon. Pero pag yung medyo nasa lower stage, they were still, of course, push yung pinag-aralan namin na protocols.
Ayan, salamat po talaga ng marami, Doc, no? So, everybody, let's give our virtual clap and really hats off and salute po kay Doc Carlos. Grabe po talaga. Ang dami nating natututunan. May pahabol pa po, Doc. Sorry po. My brother... sorry, hindi naman pala ito question. Okay na. Thank you, Doc. So
kagaya
anyways.
nun, yung may question kasi, the question is, yun yung sinabi ko kanina, the renal function, the nephron functions properly with a lot of glutathione. So, kasi ang function kasi ng kidney natin is not only to yung pinapalabas, yung toxic, yung waste of, yung metabolism, yung Krebs cycle na sinasabi ko, hindi lang yun ang trabaho niya. Mine-maintain niya yung tubig ng katawan. Mine-maintain niya yung pH, yung parang acidity or alkalinity ng blood natin. Pati yung mga itong ions, yung mga calcium, chloride, bicarbonates, ganyan. Yan ang trabaho ng kidney. Now, pag nagda-dialysis dahil may problema. It can be naging because of an injury. It could be because of poison coming from heavy metals. It could be from infection. So that is anong tawag mo dito? Nephritis, pwede rin autoimmune. Ang pinanggalingan ng problema ng kidney, kaya siya ngayon meron ng end-stage renal disease or chronic glomerulonephritis, kasi autoimmune man or whatsoever yung naging cause. It will always help because if you will read the function of the kidney, it is the part of the body that need most ang glutathione. So, nandun yung problema, nilagyan mo yung glutathione, lahat yung nephron, yung cells, yung mga tubules ng ng kidney natin. So, mas maganda dahil mas makakatulong yun. Kaya nga nabanggit ko earlier, there are people who underwent dialysis ng 3 times a week, naging 2 times, naging once lang, and a lucky one is not undergoing dialysis anymore. And that is here sa amin. I do believe for Visayas and Mindanao, we have the same. I think even in Mindanao, that's why we are so sorry. Wala si Doc Mayon. I did not meet him also when I went to Davao. I went there twice already. Panabo, he's from Panabo yata kasi. It's 2 hour yata yung trip. So very short lang kasi yung time ko doon. Usually when I do lectures, kasi ganito po ang ginagawa ko. Kung there are parang official business akong pinupuntan sa area, I call Ma'am Sari, yung community natin doon, yung mga associates natin, then I will lecture to them. So I'm doing that kasi nationwide. Even in Singapore, I did that one time when I was there. So kaya ito talaga maging trabaho ko 2 years and 4 months from now. So be assured of that. So yung nagtanong kanina, pwede po na isabay nyo pa. Mas gaganda po yung reaction niya. So
wow. Thank you so much, Doc Carlos. And of course, we're looking forward to see you in person so we can learn some more. No? So, reminder lang po again sa atin lahat, yung sinasabi po ni Doc kanina, yung healthy lifestyle, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, especially between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. because that's the time our body heals. And then 4 times a week na exercise, minimum 30 minutes, that's already good. And then of course, yung ating annual check-up po. And definitely yung pagtitake po natin ng ating mga Max products. And so yan po lahat. And of course, let's give again our virtual clap. Ayan, ating mga clap dyan. Ako, clap talaga na clap kasi I'm very, very grateful kay Dr. Carlos. He's very, very busy but he has taken time to be with us. So once again po, Doc, salamat po ng marami. And of course, to the doctors also that are here in the house, Dr. Armand Capuli, Dr. Henson, and the rest, salamat din po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po, we'll proceed to the next slide.